to Friday night's episode of the Blitz Pickup. You know who I am. You girls back and healthy. um, week 10, game preview. Buffalo at Miami. We're at home. We have some things to maybe talk about it. We also did not clean house or did anything remotely close to that, but we're going to have a nice topic conversation of cleaning house and keeping these young or versus keeping young players. And I think there's some division in the Blitz pickup when it comes to this. So Tony, Lou, come on up.
What are you talking about division? Huh?
I'm just saying.
You said is the house divided? What you mean
It
division?
may be.
Man, hey, I know one thing. You came up here sounding all soft and acting like you looking for some sympathy. Now it's smoke. You might yeah, don't come with the little soft, nice looking sympathy voice. You and Lou. I hope y'all ready for the smoke today, man. Cause I came for the smoke. That's the only reason I came here. You know, shout out to Lou. Lou is out in is he Lewis today? Yeah, Lewis, you know, he out in Boston doing his thing, but we outside.
What up? What up? We outside, baby. Let's go.
He outside, so you know, at least he ain't ran this time. He ain't running from the smoke this time. He showed up, so you know, kudos to him. I give him all the credit, you know. But hey, it is what it is, man. I'm ready for. Listen. Go ahead. I ain't even leave it alone. I was just about to
you talking a lot real early, but it's all right.
I'm just saying.
It's all right. We're gonna let you live.
I was just saying, you know, I thought he learned from last time. But
we gonna let him live.
Let me live.
In the beginning of the show, we gonna let him live. Here within the next couple of minutes, we tearing asses up.
I'm so glad you ready for the smoke today. There you go. That's the Lou I've been waiting.
Well, see, because you know Lou's already outside. He's looking for a building to take you around the back of the block, just like you like to take
no. Lou don't do it like that. Lou just straight hands and feet. Where you at? Where you get the hands and feet? That's what I thought it was.
It's hands and feet. It's hands and feet where I'm at. There ain't no
wherever you are. Okay, that's okay. I'm glad I got the right Lou in here today. So okay. So we you know, we ready. It's time to get it popping.
All right. Well, you know, people still strolling in. You know, we're getting some people in.
It just gave me the update, so I don't know. They trying to hate on us today.
Oh.
I got it though. I got it.
That's all right. It's YouTube. We know how YouTube does sometimes.
Yeah.
So in the meantime,
in between time,
Sunday, week 10, Miami versus Buffalo at home. Do we have any expectations?
I'm ready for the smoke. I'm gonna keep it nice and sweet. Yeah, my expectation is Buffalo score a lot of points. We score a little bit, we lose. Bam. That's it. I'm ready to fight. I don't want to hear nothing about no game preview. But all jokes aside, no, we don't got. We shouldn't have expectation. I think they should do exactly what they've been doing for the past 4, now going on 5 years. No, 5 going on 6 years, and that is they might compete because they're at home. I don't think we did get blowed out. I thought we only got blowed out on the road, but we actually did get blowed out at home. That's when he went down last season, week 2. So based on history, we either gonna be in the game to the end, or we gonna get blowed out by the second quarter. That's basically what we can expect. Because that's how it's been for the past 6 seasons that Tua has been our quarterback. And I don't think we should expect nothing different this year. Actually, he's been playing horrible this year. And I think we're going to lose. I think that stadium is going to be overrun with Buffalo Bills fans.
Yeah.
And it's going to seem like a home game for Buffalo. So I think it's not going to be pretty. I don't think so. Now, maybe they go out and compete for Mike McDaniel. I don't know. Look, you got Chop Robinson down. He getting a concussion. He's in concussion protocol. They've already moved on for Jalen Phillips. And shout out to all y'all that was crying and mad because Jalen Phillips left. I hope y'all heard what he said about when he moved to Philly. I hope everyone heard what he said. That was a good slap in the face to all y'all that was crying about him. So So those two. So I don't know who's going to be Chubb and who's going to be at the end. Mo Camara? No, is he even on his team? Who's going to be the other DN?
Matthew Judon, baby.
Judon. Yeah, I forgot he was even here. So yeah, so Matthew Judon, but I don't know. Be honest with you, I don't know what to expect. I expected it to not be I expected it to look bad. I'll put it like that. If they do compete, okay, cool. If they do somehow by some miracle win, it's going to be for no reason at all. The season is over. So, but in all, my expectation for tomorrow is I think Buffalo is going to beat us, and I don't think it's going to be close. Basically.
Okay.
I guess it's my go. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Tone here because I think we're about to disagree on a lot of other things. So yeah, my expectation is a Dolphin loss. I'll start there. I don't think it's gonna be close. Here for the past couple of weeks, Tone and Jess, we've been kind of talking about have the team quit on Mike McDaniel. I think tomorrow is, or Sunday rather, is the first sights or maybe indications that maybe, I don't want to say they're quitting on McDaniel. I just think Buffalo, again, is getting to that time of the season where teams want to kind of start stepping up their game, right? And when I look at the division, New England is also, I believe, 6-2, tied with Buffalo. They basically beat Buffalo already one time, so they're actually in first place. I don't think Buffalo wants to lose this division to New England. I think it's a massacre on Sunday, to be honest with you. I think this is one of the games where Tua doesn't finish the game. I'm not saying he's getting hurt, but I think in a blowout loss, you get to see Quinn Ewers and Zach Wilson take your pick. I'm sorry, I'm in Boston. There's some fire trucks coming out. Hold on 1 minute.
You know what? I didn't think about whether Tua is going to get benched or not. I don't think they should. They didn't play him out. Stop saving him.
Well, I just think the game will be out of hand midway through the third quarter, maybe early fourth quarter or whatever. And Tone, Jess, I think Mike McDaniel kind of pulls the plug on Tua. Listen, I think this score gets out of hand, and out of hand rather early. I think turnovers happen in this game for Miami. I think Buffalo gets a couple of those. They convert those. Again, I just see a very lopsided score on Sunday. Buffalo beating the brakes off Miami.
God, dog. Buffalo already had their bye. Oh, he said Buffalo already had their bye. So that was delusional Patriot fans said. So Buffalo, are they 6-2 now? Oh, I think I did.
I believe because I think they were 5-2 when they played Kansas City last week.
Kansas City was 6-2, so they're 6-2, and Kansas City is 6-3. Okay, so yeah, that might be. Yeah, then they already had their bye week, so they're already heading for the entering their stretch run right now as we speak. No more breaks unless they play on Thursday. Have they played a Thursday night game yet? We won't know that, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that'll probably be their next mini bye week. So, and I don't think they have any international games. So, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, enough of that small talk, man. We want to get to the let's get to the smoke because we already know what time it is. We already know what time it is when it comes to that game. I'll first say tomorrow, but Sunday. I already know what time. I don't. Let's get to the real conversation.
Okay, so
Hey, I know it's a little loud in here, but real quick.
Oh, okay. We outside for real then. Outside. Tell them people, tell them you're not crazy when you start yelling. You know what I'm saying? And if you start looking sad, tell them we're really brothers for real. But I don't take it personal with just business. You know what I'm saying? Look at her. She ready. I see. Shake your head all you want. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. All right. So,
but we have the power of friendship. You guys cannot overlook that. All right, Crypto.
Keeping some young people or getting rid of everybody apparently seems to be a nice, sensitive topic.
Sensitive.
I'm just saying, just a sensitive
The only
topic. It's a
sensitive
little
person I've
touchy.
seen lately was Jack Jones.
Yeah,
I feel
Jess,
like that
don't
was
get.
an early ass shot. Like I was like, dang, I didn't even do nothing yet. Like,
Jess, you got to shoot back. Goddamn it, we ain't taking no losses tonight. You got to start shooting back. Don't get soft on me now, Jess.
Hey, she's sensitive. I was just saying.
so I don't know. Obviously, there's some mixed views on this. Lou seems to have his own views on this. I have my views on this, and Tony, you have your own views on this. So I guess introing this, where is everybody's views on keeping young players versus cleaning house completely?
Hold on. I want to let y'all know what sparked the conversation. I actually prepared. Hold on, give me a second.
Oh, you do have something.
I prepared the audio that I was tagged in because I guess someone I don't know if you want to agree with it, but let's let me play the audio right here.
Okay.
I found out how to add audio, so that's cool. But here we go, y'all.
My team that's the biggest.
Can y'all hear that? Is that it?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
Loser, I'd say the Miami Dolphins. You're going nowhere right now. This team is devoid of talent. We've already fired the general manager. You had multiple people that teams wanted.
It's low, right?
Yeah, it's
It's
low.
like low.
It's low.
Hold on, let me see. Can I change the volume on this?
I mean, it's fine. I'm just saying, like,
it's playing, but it's really low. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me see something. Let me play it now.
On their roster, Jalen Waddle.
Is it louder?
I would have moved Waddle. Really good player. I would have moved Waddle for more picks. Bradley Chubb, really good player. I would have moved Bradley Chubb for the future. Minkah Fitzpatrick. I would have moved Minkah Fitzpatrick for the future. This team is not 2026 away. This team is so behind when it comes to the top 6 or 7 teams of NFL talent on their roster. They are a team that absolutely unequivocally needs picks and younger talent. I think the Miami Dolphins only moving Jalen Phillips is a mistake.
So basically, that was Dan Orlovsky talking about. He would have basically sold everybody, Jaden Waddle including, and my co-host up there, the one to my right, well, I guess to the left of me, he proceeded to tag me in this post as if he agrees with him, and I told him, can you just invite Dan Orlovsky over here, because I wouldn't mind destroying both of them. I don't mind, because I have a hard stance on this, how I feel about it, and I guess he feel the type of way. But let me check something. Lou, you could take out first, or you and Jess could take out first, and tell me how y'all feel about that, because y'all the one that agree. So I want to know, why do y'all agree with him?
Well, I don't want to say I agree. I want to say Dan Orlovsky must listen to me either in Spaces or over here on the Blitz pickup, because it sounded like what Dan Orlovsky said. It sounded like a lot of what I said. Bro, the fact of the matter is, this team is in salary cap hell and in basically purgatory. Like, we've tried this shit for 6 years, and the shit for 6 years has failed. That's what it has been, right? This team needs draft capital. You heard Dan Orlovsky, and I completely agree. You had a first-round pick from Denver for Jalen Waddle, and what does everybody say? That's not enough. Cool story. I've seen a bunch of other receivers that have went for less than a first-round pick. And again, when you go across the league, and Tone, you've been on the phone with me, having conversations with others, and I've always defended Jalen Waddle. And when I say this, just know my affection for Jalen Waddle still hasn't changed. But Jalen Waddle is not helping this team this year, because this year we are trash. And guess what we're going to be next year with Jalen Waddle? Trash. And the following year, we're probably going to be trash. And then you know what happens? He's going to want to re-up again. And are you in the business of re-ing up again? And this narrative, Jess, that Tone and others try to feed the community. You can't find another Waddle. Well, again, I love Jalen Waddle. Puka Nacua is better than Jalen Waddle. They found him in the 5th round. Again, I love Jalen Waddle, Jess, but Tone and others on a phone call with me told me Amon-Ra St. Brown is better than Jalen Waddle. Guess where they found him, Jess? In the 5th round. But according to Tone and others, you can't replace Jalen Waddle. Oh my God, I don't know what you're gonna do with it. Stop. You know what you're gonna do without him? The same thing you're doing with him. Lose. So what's the difference? The fact of the matter is, you could have traded and had a first-round pick for him and got $30 million off the book. And people want to say no. I brought up a scenario, Jess. Check this out. Devon A-Chain. Now, again, Mr. Untouchable, you can't replace him. I'm not going to give y'all the numbers the last 2 weeks because y'all ain't going to like them. I'll give them to you. 67 yards, 65 yards. Respectfully, that's what Devon A-Chain got you. Jess, let me ask you a question. There's a bunch of needy teams in the NFL, right? That could use a running back, an explosive player like Devon A-Chain.
Absolutely.
Now, Devon A-Chain, Jess, is going into his final year of his deal last year. We didn't trade him this year in hopes of, again, he's going to be part of the future. All right, cool. We probably thought Robert Hunt was going to be part of our future. Hell, the Dolphins even offered Robert Hunt a contract in his final year. You know what, Jess? You know what Robert Hunt said? Nah, dog, I'm going to go bet on myself. I'm going to bet on myself and go test free agency. You know what Robert Hunt got, Jess? The richest contract a guard has ever received in the NFL, $20 million from the Carolina Panthers. Hell, Jess, forget about Robert Hunt. What about Christian Wilkins? We wanted to sign him. We wanted to bring him back. Final year of his deal, Jess. Dolphins offered him money. You know what Christian Wilkins said, Jess? Told the Dolphins, don't worry about it. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to come out here and get 10.5 sacks. You know what he received, Jess? The richest contract a D-tackle has ever received in this league. Both of them players left. Now, Jess,
I don't think he got more than Aaron Donald.
Well, again, at the time, though, he was the richest paid D-tackle in history. At the time when he signed the contract. Now, Jess, let me ask you a question. Let's say, for the sake of argument, Devon A-Chain tells the Dolphins, hey, I know you got 13, 14, hell, let's say $15 million for me, waiting for me next season. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go bet on myself. Because my agent or whoever's in my ear is telling me, don't sign with the Dolphins because, again, they're trash. Bet on yourself. Go out here and get me another 8, 9, maybe 1,000-yard rushing season. Let's add another 600, 700, maybe even 800 yards receiving. And guess what I'm going to do? I'll make you one of the premier running backs in the league. I'll get you more than what the Dolphins are offering. And then what do you think, Jess, if he hears that? Do you think there's a possibility he might just bet on himself and leave the Dolphins next year for nothing? Is that a possibility?
If he's smart enough.
Cool. KP in there. Calais Campbell. Remember him? We didn't want to trade him. No, we can't live without him. Cool. But when he left our ass at the altar and we had nothing for him, I guess people like Tone and others, Jess, they must have been applauding the Dolphins. They must have been so happy because they love these players. Now, I'm done, Jess. Listen, I'm good right now. I got my shit off, right? Hey, Jess, I'm going to tell you right now.
Don't run.
Hey, Jess, look to the left of you right now. You're going to see some yellow tape. If you look to the right of you, you're going to see an outprint of a white chalk. That's what they do in the murder scene, Jess. They bring out all the ingredients in a murder scene, Jess. I just want you to know that. That's what happened.
So you say you're done, right? I just want to make sure you're done.
Again, when you have a headshot, it's over. And when you get a headshot.
Okay, I'm cool. Well,
Tone,
I must be ace. I must be ace off paid in full then. That headshot ain't take me out.
Hey, Tone, you used
Call
to watch
me
boxing
Boogie,
back
baby.
in the day. You used to watch boxing back in the day, right? With Mike Tyson.
Yes, I did.
Them fights used to be done early. Them things, over quick.
I must be Lennox Lewis or Butchers Douglas then. I'm just saying. I'm just waiting when you're done. Are you ready? All right, cool. Now, first of all, I said this. You know what? It's this word that Lewis like to say called discrepancies. There was a bit of discrepancies in that little. I guess you could call that rant or whatever that was that he just went off on because first of all,
making sense. That's what it's called. Making sense.
Making no. You want to make sense when you were lying on my name because let's get the first question. You said when we were on the phone, you said we said Amon-Ra St. Brown was better than Tua. I mean, Taylor Waddle. No, he didn't.
Is that not what y'all said?
No, we said it. We said he was just as good, but we said it's more difficult. Can I didn't explain when you lied on me. I didn't cut you off. I didn't say. We said for the lack of speed. He came on camera for this. The lack of speed makes it more difficult for him to get open because of that, right? So that means he's doing his job. That means he has to be a damn good route runner, and it takes more effort and more skills for him to get open the way he is and for him to put up the numbers that he does because he doesn't have that take the top off speed. So that's more impressive from us. That wasn't the argument. Not that he was better than Waddle, because we were both Waddle. We were saying they're in the same category. You know, who was better? That's what we were saying was it's not as close. I mean, as far as you think it was. That was the first lie you said on my name. But let me correct that. Now the second one was when you brought up the Calais Campbell. You were saying people like me was probably applauded.
Y'all didn't say he was better.
No, better what?
A better receiver. Y'all didn't.
No, I didn't. So now there was multiple. I didn't say better. I said it's not. Waddle is not hands down better than him. That's what I said.
Hey, Jess, you heard the stumble right there, right? You heard the stuttering right there. Hey, Jess, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
All right, cool. I'm glad both of y'all there. Cool. Go get the audio. How about that? Go get the audio so we can figure out what it is. Go ahead and get the audio. We can say exactly what was said.
So now go get the audio.
Figure out. But now second one where you said Calais Campbell. I was one of the ones that said get rid of Calais Campbell, move on for him because he's older, right? And the rest of these people. So now let's say what I really said. My only pushback was the fact that they're young, talented players. So all the rest of them that you threw in there had nothing to do with me. The young talent, like the A-Chans and the Waddle. Now, you said we've been doing the same thing for years and years, and nothing is going to change. You know what we've been doing for years? Getting rid of the talent that we hit on, letting them walk, and not keeping them in the building and compounding them with younger players so you could build a successful franchise.
Like who? Who are those players we let go?
Well, we let Jarvis Landry go. We let Andrew Van Ginkel go. We let Robert Hunt go. We let who else? It ain't too many. It ain't like we hit on.
Well, but that's what you said. You just
no. I said we've been doing it for years. Which is hold on. We've been doing it years and not hold on. We should have kept Andrew Van Ginkel. We should have kept Robert Hunt. And at that time, we should have kept Jarvis Landry. Right? We let Jay Ajayi go. I'm not too mad at him, but you don't let. You could build on him.
But I agree with the Landry, right? But
you don't agree with Robert Hunt and Mika Fitzpatrick? Mika Fitzpatrick. I'm sorry, we let Mika go and Andrew Van Ginkel. Like, what are we talking about? Brandon Jones to a certain. I'm not.
Well, but this is what I'm saying. So we're naming a bunch of guys, and this is where the revisionist history is what I don't like when we do. Tone, you were in them same Twitter spaces.
Don't talk to me about what people said. Talk to me about what I said. That's what you do to not get this ass whooping. You want to use them other people. Talk to me what I said.
And that's why I said, Tone, you were in them same spaces with me. Me and you both said that we want to pay Robert Hunt $20 million+ a year.
But they should never let it get to that end. You remember what I also said, Robert Hunt. Remember it was Christian Wilkins and Robert Hunt. And I said, the one person that I'm mad that they let it get to the end of this contract and didn't re-sign him was Robert Hunt. Because he came out from year one and showed you he was somebody you build around. He is one of the ones that they should have got out ahead of. Now, when it came to Christian Wilkins, I said no, because his first couple seasons, he didn't show you nothing. So no, don't try to use them other fools with my argument. You argue with me, someone that knows what he's talking about, someone that knows that further down the line, y'all going to try to use my argument.
That's debatable.
No, it's debatable. All I want to say, what I know I said, Robert Hunt is one that they should have got out ahead of. Now, again, y'all said, y'all making it seem like it's going to take forever and years, right, to rebuild this team. Now, see, Jess, you more on the lines of Lewis, right? What I would say is, I would say this. Now, So I will say, I'm sorry, I had to read a comment. What I will say is, listen, we are the same two now. Remember, we talk about keep the same energy. This is what we say up here. We're the same two that says this is the same team in 2023 that was 2 games away to being the number 1 overall seed. Not in the AFC, in the NFL. Now, 2 years apart, now all of a sudden, it's a dumpster fire. We can't win nothing. No one's good. Get rid of the whole team. You see how that energy changed and it shifted just that quick? I just want to know if this is the same team that was 2 games away from being the number 1 team in the NFL.
1,000% it is.
What's the number 1 reason you think we lost them last 2 games?
Now, real quick, it was Tua. We know what it was.
Okay, go ahead. You want to input? Go ahead.
Now, this is the problem, right? Now, Jess, who has been one of the biggest proponents to fire Chris Greer? That would be Tone.
No. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Told you.
See, now why you lying on my name? Why you lying? No, that's the one that agreed with you. She has a fire Chris Greer shirt. I don't.
Well, you know what?
I've never been against you. Got me mixed up with your homeboys of the real, the Nays of the real. You see how you try to use everyone else. You talk to your boy now, Lou. I'm not
you didn't want to fire Chris Greer?
No, remember I didn't say fire Chris Greer. What are you talking about? I want one of the ones because see what I'm saying? You be trying to use them other people. No, you talking to me, sir. The one that has a level head. I did not say fire Chris Greer because we was the same one. Now.
Monday when I get back, I'm going back and clipping up the episode.
Okay, go ahead.
When Tone had fire Chris Greer. I'm clipping that up.
Okay, cool. Cool. Now let me remind you so you do not forget. I said, and I'm gonna tell you what I exactly said was the only way you get rid of his young talent, Chris Greer had to be at the door with them. That's what I said. I did not say fire Chris Greer. I'm like, if you're going to start to get rid of Achane and Waddle, then Chris Greer had to get out the building. That's what he have to do.
You did say that.
That's what I said. That wasn't the biggest component. I was like, hey, listen, this year, you can go back to the beginning of the year when he came out and said, I deferred more than I would have liked to. You remember when he said that? I said, now all excuses are out the door. I'm judging you based on every decision, every move, everything, because you came out and admitted that it's because you deferred that a lot of these decisions were being made. This is what I said, right? So now let me get back to what I was saying. This is the team that was 2 games away from being the number 1 overall seed. The biggest component of us not winning those games, either one of those 2 games, we could have been a divisional champ, was the quarterback. Now you mean to tell me not the dude over here, not him, that think he wanted Jackson Dart. Now, Lou, somebody asked him if Jackson Dart is part of this team, do you think this team look like this? I don't think so.
No, probably not. No.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, if you get rid of the quarterback and put in a quarterback that won't fold under the pressure, that can scramble, that can extend plays, that can create, maybe this team is a little bit better. Not a quarterback that solely relies on his accuracy, his timing, and his ability to read the defense and thinking he know where he's going. That's why he be predetermined a lot of his routes. And people are learning him and they're catching up. Well, they already caught up. See, now, when teams catch up, guess what? That weak arm don't allow for you to say, okay, I'm not going to just blindly throw this pass no more. I'm going to wait because he got a weak arm. He can't do that. Now you get rid of him, this team is not as bad as y'all people thinking it is, or y'all trying to make it seem. So for you and your Dan Orlovsky's and your homegirl Jess that agreed with you, that's a bunch of BS. Because if you're not going to ever, let me say it again. You're not going to ever build a winning franchise if the only thing you know how to do is tear it all down and start over. Now I want y'all to remember who you want to start over with. Who you want to start over with. We don't know who the GM is yet, right? At the time. And then we also got the track record record of what's going on. So that's not a guaranteed hit. Now, me, when I'm thinking about, because it's logo first over players. So in order for the logo to be first, you do have to have players that's good to represent that logo. That's what you do have to have. So if you got young ones, Achane is still on his first, he's on his rookie contract, and Waddle is still 27 years old?
26.
26 years old. You could keep those are players that can survive. You get a quarterback, it might not take 2 to 3 years. You might do it the next, like the Washington did, turn around in 1 year.
I agree with that.
You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not going 1,000% and tear it down and listen to no Dan Orlovsky's. When are we gonna say, okay, we hit on these. Now let's compound this and get, who else could get out of here? Compound this and get better players. You know who else can leave? Chop Robinson. Now, y'all want to talk about that young player? Get rid of him. Because he's young, but he's not proven. He's trash. Get rid of him. You want to know who else? Who else you can move off of? Well, I ain't gonna say move off of him, but Kenny Grant. I ain't seen nothing to say. Cool.
But it's not. But it's not only the young talent. Like Zach Sealer should have been moved. Minka Fitzpatrick of the world.
But that is my whole thing, Lou. You'll make it seem like I was opposed to moving Zach Sealer. I said that. Go to that show that you're going to go back to when you thought I said fire Chris Greer. That show I said Zach Sealer, Minka Fitzpatrick, Bradley Chubb, Jordan Brooks.
But what I'm confused on, right? Maybe not you. What I'm confused on, though, you were using my example of how good this team was over the last 2 years, right? Or 2 years ago, playing for the number 1 overall seed. Well, Chris Greer put that team together. That's who put it together. Okay, cool.
Yes.
People said they wanted him fired. And we know now you're highlighting that some of these failures of the team was because of the quarterback, which I completely 100% agree with, Tone. You know this. I agree with you. Now, didn't Chris Greer didn't want it. He was opposed to giving that contract. So if you mean to tell me he put a good team together with all this young talent and should be competing, and he was one of the guys that didn't want to give him that contract, then what? Me and you are seeing now we're on the same page.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Because you're missing one part. You're missing one part.
Okay. Well, what's that part?
When he came out and admitted that he deferred more than he would have liked to.
And
you sat back and let it happen.
On that part. And again, I'm with you. I'm not saying he shouldn't have been fired. What I'm saying is people tell me and you, though, that this team is not currently good. People tell me and you that they don't have no talent on this roster. If that's not what you're saying, and I've been making this argument, then why are me and you arguing? We should have been going at these damn people telling us this team is not good.
Because Dan Orlovsky he added Waddle name in that, and you agree with it. And you first came out your open statements when you said you was cooking, right? You said,
Tone still traded him.
Waddle to go. No. Waddle don't have to go. He don't have to be one of the ones to go. Now, if you give me the Waddle first, a second, or whatever they're asking for, right? Because I just saw another tweet that said, or a post that said Pittsburgh had a deal where they offered multiple draft picks for Waddle, but the Dolphins didn't take them. You know what I didn't hear in that multiple draft pick? They didn't say first round.
Right.
They didn't say a first rounder, right? So what I'm saying is, if you move off of Waddle, move off him for value. See, like the Jets move off of Sauce Gardner, they got 2 seconds and a player back.
But so again, in your opinion, though, because it was reported Denver did have it first, right? So you're just telling me a first was not good enough for you?
For me, no. And I explained this earlier. Why would I give up Jalen Waddle a first round? He's a top 6 overall pick. Why would I give him away just for another first rounder? That pick is only going to let me bring in somebody to either replace him or somebody for one position. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. If you give me multiple, like I said, if you give me a first and a third, go ahead. I can't. Go ahead, Lou. Go ahead. Did you cut out? Well, okay. Tua was the top. But listen, if you give me a first and a third with him, now that first I can invest in a wide receiver, right? In the first, it depends on how well you could get talent in the first rounder, and then that third, guess what? You could get a great guard, a starting guard, one that could be a franchise guy. You got Tate Ratness over there looking at Detroit. What round did they get him in? He went like third or fourth round or something like that. The guard talent is where you find in the later rounds, which is why you don't move off a young player like Jaylen Waddle unless they give you something like a first and a third, which we know at this point no one is giving that up because, like you said, I gave Devontae Adams too much credit. I thought he went for a conditional second. It was a conditional third. So this is what I'm saying. And then I would like to point this out too. All of them teams that get rid of their young talent, how are they looking today? They brought up the Jets. Oh, look what the Jets did. They put themselves. How are the Jets looking? This is not the first time they did it.
But see again though. What are we talking about with our organization? Because we're the same thing as the Jets. We've had these same situations.
Which is why I don't want to do the same thing the Jets are doing now currently.
No. But again, Tone, that's the wrong mindset, at least for me, in my opinion. Because again, let's say a new general manager comes in here. Let's say a new head coach comes in here, right? I'm not saying it's going to work out, but I can't hold that new general manager and head coach to the same standard. I can't be like, well, the previous regimes fucked it up, so these guys are going to fuck it up.
But that's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, but you know what I can do?
The Jets, you're like, oh, well, the Jets have had this and they fucked it up. Yeah, but Aaron Glenn wasn't part of them fuck ups. What I'm saying is that new general manager was not part. So when again, we don't know if the Jets shit is going to work out. What I'm telling you but they put themselves in a position that if it does work out, they're going to they're going to be better than what they were now. They've had Sauce Gardner, bro, and they've been trash. They've had Quentin Williams, and they've been trash. So what I'm saying is, okay, cool. Now you just move off them because you got to reset. And I thought this whole time when everybody was talking about fire the general manager, get rid of the collective, make Stephen Ross other two, I thought we were talking about fundamental change. But what are we changing? We're changing everything but like the stuff that's on the field that we know ain't working.
You like what the Jets did. You said they put themselves in position, right?
But did they not? They got 5 first-round picks in the next few years.
I just want to get that on wax. I just want to make it clear. You said you
absolutely. I like what they did.
Okay, cool.
100%.
Now let me tell you what the Jets did. The Jets moved over Sauce Gardner. They got 2 firsts and a receiver for him back. That's putting him in. See, if you got to replace that cornerback, you could go get you a high cornerback, and you still got another first to get you someone else to help you along the way. That's why you. Cool. Hold on. And then they got a first round for Quinn Williams. Right.
And again, cool. So we ain't gonna have that scenario.
Hold on, let me finish. I want to break it down to you. When the first got a Quentin Williams, that's okay because they got a first. Now, dude, that's just a player for a player. I'm not too mad at it, but at least they got a first rounder for him.
Absolutely.
Right. And I don't think to me, Waddle. I'll keep Waddle. And then you forgot one key thing.
What's that?
Didn't Kansas City try to go get Breece Hall from them?
Yeah, and they said no.
Why?
Because it was a 4th-round pick. Supposedly that was offered.
And they it ain't good enough. Now this team this team that's getting rid of all their players, they still stood on principle. No, he's right.
They didn't offer no 4 for Waddle, Tone.
I'm not saying they didn't offer to you. You're missing the point. The point is what they think on Breece Hall was value. They didn't trade him just because they wanted to clean house.
And
they said, no, if you don't give us, hold on. They said, if you don't give us what we think he's valued at, then we're going to keep him.
And you are missing the point now.
And that's what the Dolphins did. No one gave them what they thought they was valued at, so they kept him.
No. No one gave. Well, cool. I'm not here to debate. I don't know what they have value. I'm not here to debate that. What you're missing the point is, though, right? Yeah, you could say that. Now, if Breece Hall walks next year, then what? What you keep him for? What you keep him for?
You don't want to use them as they doing the right thing.
You brought them up. You brought Brees Hall.
No. You said what they doing at the New York Jets. You think they doing it right?
Round pick. You talking about one player? They got 5 first-round picks because they were willing to move off some young talent. And y'all trying to tell me
they got 5 first-round picks because they didn't accept less. They did not accept. You want us to accept less. That's what your problem is.
Tone, do you know in 2026, if the Dolphins would have even accepted that first-round pick from Denver, the Dolphins in 2026 would have been in the same situation as the New York Jets? No. The exact same one. The Jets have a top right now. The Jets have a top 5 pick in the NFL draft in 2026. Guess what the Dolphins have? A top 5 pick in the 2026. Now Denver's making the playoffs, right? Okay, cool. So that first round they would have got for Waddle, that would have been somewhere in the 20s. Cool.
Yeah.
The Colts, are they making the playoffs?
Most likely, yes.
The Jets are going to have another first round pick in the top 20. Yeah, it's the same scenario.
No, it's not.
It's the exact same. Yes, it is.
You're missing one more first round pick. They got 3. They got 3 this year, 2 the next year. So it's not the same. No,
they got 3 in 27. They got
No, I think it's the other way around. Hold on, let me double check.
It's in 2026 they got 2.
So hold on. So the one that they got from Dallas is for next year?
It's for 2027.
The one they got from Dallas is 2027? I don't think so. I think that's from 2026.
I don't think so. That's not what they told me. They told me there's 3 in 27.
Go ahead. I'm looking it up to see if they got it. And that's a first round pick, right?
Absolutely.
Hold on.
And again,
wait. Hold on.
To that one, Tony, we ain't got a player.
That can't be right. That can't be right because so they got 2 first rounders for Sauce Gardner, right? So they got 3. They got 3 draft picks. Did they not have a first round this year?
Tone, no, they got a 2026 first round from.
No, hold on. I'm asking you, did they not have a first round?
Yes, Tone, yes. They got theirs, and they got 1 from the Colts, and then another one from the Colts in 27. They didn't get 2 first round picks.
And then the Dallas one was it 2027?
Yes, plus theirs. So they got 2 this year in 26 and 3. Now, again, that's what they told me. I'm not sure.
No, that could be right. That could be right. So you saying that they have 2 this year and 3 next year? 2 this year, 3
in
next
27.
Year.
Yeah.
So even if they do got the 3 next year, how is we in the same position as the Jets? We don't got 3 next year.
No. Well, again, I'm not saying we're in the same position in 2027. No.
Only in 2026.
I'm saying in this year. What I'm saying is both teams, as of right now, currently have a top 5 pick. Now with the Colts 26 first round pick that they're receiving for Sauce, they're making the playoffs. That's in the 20s. Denver's making the playoffs. If they would have accepted the first round from Denver this season, you would have been in the same position as the Jets are, at least for this season.
Oh, for this season, though. Okay, for this season.
Well, again, but I'm saying you could have and to your point, maybe you want to get a lineman. Maybe again, the Dolphins, let's say, are high on Taylor Green, Tone, but they don't want to take Taylor Green in the top 5. But Taylor Green looks very good at pick 22. If you would have accepted that trade, now you get to your point. You go get a lineman, you solidify that offensive line with your top 5, and then, hey, oh, shit, Miami's picking number 21 overall. And guess who's on the board? Taylor Green. Now you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And if I tell you, right, if I tell you in 26, yeah, you're losing Waddle, right? But you got Taylor Green coming in, and you're solidifying the offensive line. Is that not a package? Is that not something that at least intrigues you? I'm saying at least intrigues you.
Intrigue me. Maybe. But it's still not worth me moving off of Waddle. Because hold on. Because what you're trying to do with that Waddle pick, right? I would rather have Waddle and still do that trade down with my own top doggone 3 pick and get probably more value from that foolish whatever first rounder you're going to have. I'd rather do that than to waste a player that's proven because you want me to get something that, maybe, might. It's not guaranteed. I'm not moving off a young, proven, guaranteed that I know what I got in him, just for the possibilities. It just to me, I'd rather compound him with better players. That's what I'd rather do. Now, if we was picking lower in there, we needed something. Okay, it might sound better, but why would I do that when I got Waddle? And then we can have Waddle for the next 4, 5, 6, 7 years, playing high.
Well,
and ain't the same thing.
To your point, we could have Waddle for the next 6, 7, 8 years, but you got to re-sign him after another 2.5.
Yeah, you can extend them.
Especially
with Waddle when Waddle not trying to break the bank. Yeah, especially I would.
Well, again, what's breaking the bank? $30 million. He's making 30 already. I mean, what?
He's not making $30 million. Stop it. He's not making $30 million.
He's making 28.5. My bad. I'm sorry.
But that's not a. Hold on. I thought we talked guaranteed money over here.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
See, boy, when you put up with stuff, when we get over here trying to do debate, now we start using stuff that we're not usually talking about. I thought we talked guaranteed money over here.
I'm gonna tell you right now. The next time I hear anybody on this, again, bring up Tua with a $200-some million contract, and I don't hear and I don't hear Tone say anything, Jess. I'm telling you right now, I'm fighting Tone. I'm taking Tone right behind that building. I'm taking Tone right behind that building. We're having a conversation.
No. Oh, listen. I know y'all are enamored by the drop picks. Man, we see people do this all the time and don't hit. Now, I would rather. This is what I would rather do.
Tone, let me ask you real quick, because I want you to take off. Do you believe that the Dolphins do need to clean up their books a little bit? Do you believe that?
Yes, a little bit. Yes, which is what I believe they're going to do.
Oh, okay, right there. Well, let me follow-up question then, and I would love to hear
25.3. Thank you,
how are they cleaning up the books to you, Tone? Like, who's on the books that's really costing them that they're moving on?
Tua. That's really Tua, Tyreek, Chubb.
Okay. Right. I'll give you Chubb and Tyreek.
I would say Waddle, but you can fix it with Waddle on here. This is why I don't, because you could reconstruct his and you could clean your books up for at least the next 2 years.
Are you moving off of Tua now again in 26 or 27?
27, possibly 27.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 27. So yeah, so and then because why? What I'm taking into consideration what you're moving forward with in the future are rookie contracts. So even when it's time to re-up Waddle, you still gonna have the possible young talent that's gonna help rise you and take you to the next level. They're still gonna be in that rookie contracts. So by the time that Waddle contract comes to affect you, it don't matter. You can extend them again because you're working with rookie contract. So yes, you can clean up your roster without moving off A-Chan or Waddle. It is. And then
I never thought that Tone would turn into Batman right in front of my eyes. Tone has turned into a guy that loves to play his name in the back of the jersey. You know what? When they start losing in the front of the jersey, that's crazy.
When they start losing the debate, they start throwing lies out there. Hey, listen, I tell you, I'm telling you why.
Hey, Jess, help me whoop his ass a little bit.
He asking for help, y'all.
I was just waiting.
No, first of all, don't ask Jess for help. Hold on. I can't, something told me to start that, but I just want to say this, y'all.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Yeah. And all that.
You got to ask for help. Let me go find Jess' tweet when she got mad at you because you switched up on her at the beginning.
First of all, you know what? Let me get back. You right. And you know what, Tony? You absolutely right. Let me get back on Jess's good graces. Jess, I just want to tell you, hey, tell little man, Uncle said happy birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, who birthday, Jess?
It's my oldest son's birthday today.
Man, tell him happy birthday. No, don't try to use him to get me on your good side. Hey, little man, happy birthday.
Hey, Jess, you mean to tell me one of your co-hosts knows this little man's birthday and the other one don't? Is that what you said? Okay. Hey, Jess, you know what? And you know what I started noticing about Tone too? Hey, now, Jess, he told both of us, right? This is his chat, right?
Yeah.
This is his chat. That's what he said. Now, it's crazy that when there's comments in the chat, Tony don't highlight them. But hey, chat, don't worry about it. I got you. Tony,
hold on, wait. I said, just don't do it. I've been told her she needed. When they said it was our chat, I said I want y'all to pay attention. When I don't highlight
there
stuff,
you go. Hey, Tone, can you read that one right there?
They say Lewis is cooking Tony again. I don't even got to read the name, and I know that's Game Boy 305. Because that's just bestie. That's just bestie, and that's a who? That's a tournier. What you expect from my arch nemesis? I understand. Hey, listen. You know how I like it, Lou. Paul, that was bad. But when everyone is not everyone, but when your little minions be coming against me, and then I come back in and prove it right, it just means that much more for me. Sweet victory.
Hey, Jess.
I have a question for Tony.
That's an A-yo moment.
Why you ain't put this one up, Lou? Why you ain't put this one? That was.
I didn't see that one. I don't know.
Okay. 2 years got Lou back. Okay.
I don't address people that I don't know.
That's what it is. Okay.
I'm just telling you what it is. Yeah.
Shout out Vonjo. He just said he hit the like button. But I just want to know. Hey, I just want to point out to y'all. At the beginning of the show, Lou switched sides quick on Jess. Jess was ready to throw him off the chat. And then towards the end of the chat, he was begging Lou for help. I'm just saying, Lou, it's not, you know what? I'm going to blame it. I'm going to blame it on the Boston cold weather. You're not on your A game today. I never thought I'd see the day my brother asked for help. I thought there was hey, Jess, you talk about walking me behind the building. I thought it was hands and feet, right? No.
Like I said, I was waiting. I was just waiting for him to do something right so that I could pipe in and be ready. Because I've had a couple things written down that I've been waiting for you, Tone. But go
ahead, do your thing. Go take off.
I'm just saying.
Lou already begged them, please. So maybe you could try to help them out and do.
Hey, Jess.
I just have a question for you.
Hey, Jess. I want you to shoot, right? Because I'm telling you right now, what Tone just said. Oh, it's this, that. Well, Tone said one thing right, Jess. Dead bodies, right? And what let me show it again. I'm not in my city. I don't want to go to jail in another city. They look at.
That's why you begging for help. That's why you begging for help.
Jess. 15 minutes ago. Jess, 15 minutes ago. Did you hear the sirens coming? They were coming for me. They were coming.
Hey, they was, and they realized when they got there, they say, "Oh no, we don't need police. We need the ambulance." Wrong sirens. He needs the help. They got that. Hey, Lou.
Take off.
Eric said, "Lou, get yourself some Mike's pastries." I guess that's a spot up there.
First of all, I don't know who that is. Again, I told you. Hey, listen. Hey, salute to you though for pulling up. I seen Eric ask a question earlier. Am I liking this cold weather? And hell, nah, Eric, I'm not enjoying this cold weather. I'm a Florida boy through and through. Right now, I think we're at like 40, 41, something like that. So
now Tuesday is supposed to get 48 here. Tuesday. So I don't know. But Jess, go ahead. You got some questions for your boy. Go ahead and ask the question. Help Lou out. By all means, help him out. I don't mind.
I just, okay, so when Dan said a lot of stuff in that video, that audio that you played for us, I, had commented on the little Twitter post that was, tagged, that we were all tagged in by Lou. And I was in agreement with him. Because I gave this team an F- if I could, anything that had to do by the trade deadline. And we know that because Jalen Phillips getting rid of him was that did nothing for me. He's apparently enjoying the weather here in Philadelphia when it's 40 degrees outside. So I don't know why he had to lie, but that's fine. You want to keep young people, right? Like Waddle, HN.
The young proven people. Don't just say young people, the young proven ones.
Okay, so the young proven people, you want to carry them on, right? Okay.
Patrick Paul, HN, and Jalen Waddle, to be more specific.
So what's one thing that we've always said has been a mess this season in this locker room, or this just the whole team besides the quarterback? What is one other thing that we've always said that just the whole team as a whole has completely lost it on? There's no culture, right?
Oh, culture. Okay.
Okay, yeah. There's no culture. The culture is gone, defeated. So if we get rid of Tua or whatever, keep Mike McDaniel, and then we keep these young, proven people.
Nah, get them.
Do they change the culture? If
Who,
somebody,
Waddle, A10, and Patrick Paul.
do they change the culture?
Well, you don't need them to change the culture. You bring in
So if
people
we don't change the culture, but we keep the young people, are we still going to be here in 3 years from now?
So listen, you trying to make an argument that don't make sense. Waddle, we already know what kind of person he is. When we talk about the culture and changing the culture, I told you what type of person Waddle is. Anyone wants a guy like Waddle in his locker room because you know what he is? He's a dude that don't give you problems. He's a dude that don't create problems. And when it's a division, guess what he do? Nah, bro, I'm staying out of that. I'm not gonna aid and push. When Tyreek tried to get him to get into that chaos, guess what he did? Walked live on the interview, walked off on him because he's not with that.
Right, but didn't about 18 episodes ago we complained that was a problem?
No, we didn't.
We didn't like that about him.
No, we didn't. No,
Jess,
no. We did not say we didn't like that. Who said they didn't like that?
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure that we said that we didn't like that about him.
No, we did not say that. What? Who said that? I'm confused.
I'm just saying. I don't like that about him.
You don't like? Hold on. What don't you like? Don't throw that out. What don't you like about him?
What do you mean? I don't like that he doesn't stand up for shit. He walks away. That's bitch behavior to me.
That is standing up. That's for like you're not finna get me with the okie-doke. I'm walking out, bro. I know what you're trying to do. You know what that is? That's one person that seemed like he's media trained. That's one person that's not going to let you fool him and bamboozle him and saying something that don't make sense. So you need that kind of person in your locker room. You know who else you need in your locker room? Somebody like A10. They don't get fooled in the locker room. They don't say foolish stuff. You come out and say, bro, what is he saying? Why?
Of course they're not going to come out and say anything because we have plenty of other people that are doing so.
Exactly. So you get rid of the people that are doing so. Mainly, more specifically, Tua. You know who else they tried to hit with the okie-doke? The third one that I said I didn't want to get rid of, Patrick Paul. You remember they tried to get Patrick Paul to say something. He said, no, I don't talk about that kind of stuff. I keep that in the locker room. And they asked him again. He said, well, that's just a question that I'm not going to ask. So, yes, those are the type of people that you get in here because you want to know what they don't do. When you get dogs like Jalen Ramsey, when you get dogs like Jordan Brooks that go and speak up and tell people and hold people accountable, they don't go cry to coach. They don't go cry to owner. They don't do that. They stay in the locker room and say, bro, that's what happens in the locker room. You want people like that. What you don't want are the ones that complain and cry about it. Those are the ones you get up out of here because they too soft. Just like, you know who else I want to keep? I want mine keep Ollie Gordon. You heard what he said when he explained when he got into it with the running back coach. I keep forgetting his name. Guess what he said when they got in the argument? Man, that's what happens in the locker room.
I'm just asking who you want to keep and who you don't want
to keep.
Yeah, no, you're okay with running this back next year.
No, that's not running it back. Well, first of all, we're going to talk about running it back, right? I'm not running it back next year. I'm not okay with running it back next year.
But what then I am, get rid of? What picks are you getting from this?
I just tell you know how many players on the team, Jess? 53. I told you 3 I'm keeping. So that means 50 I'm going to go. Do you not? You understand that, right?
I'm just saying, I don't know what other high picks that anybody's going to give you if you're not getting rid of young talent.
Hold on. See, now look what you're saying. High picks. Why don't I want to get rid of them? Because you're not getting high picks for them. The only one that they asked for one high pick was for Waddle. He's up 6 overall. A guy that you could keep as your number 1 wide receiver that's proven. Now, what if they go get they trade him? Now you need receivers. You need quarterback, receivers, and if y'all want to get an A10, running back, these are your foundational players. Right. So you're gonna get rid of them just to bring in someone new that's not proven? No, sorry, to me that makes no sense. What I say is you could get them. We still got multiple draft picks. Y'all do know that, right? So we don't need other teams' picks to bring in new players. You do know that, right? And you technically, guess what? You want to know who we should be trying to get rid of? That's going to kill our cap? Tyreek Hill. Y'all read about Waddle? Tyreek is killing our cap. And he's injured. and we can't get nothing off him. That's who we should be real about. We not should be real about no Waddle that we can use for the foreseeable future. HN that we can use for the foreseeable future. Because you know who's more like an HMO? Me and Lewis go back and forth. Christian McCaffrey. They got a haul for Christian McCaffrey. Second, third, fifth. Second, third, and fourth in the same year. And the fifth the next year. They got 4 draft picks. Somebody tell me how do Carolina Panthers look after they gave away their best player. I'll wait. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Why? Why would you give rid of those picks? Are not going to bring you back guaranteed. It's a luck of the draw. It's a dice roll. So why would I want to roll the dice when I don't have to, as opposed to keeping 3 young, proven, talented? And you know what? You know how you replace that first for Waddle? You keep Waddle, you still could drop somebody in the first round. You still got a first round pick. You do know that, right? Without that Waddle one, we still got a first round pick. Now, if you take Waddle out, now you got 2 first round picks, but now you're looking for a receiver too. But you guess what you can do? Keep Waddle, trade back, use your own draft capital, right? And you know what else we keep forgetting about? Are we not adding in? What about letting the new GM make the decision whether he want to move off of HN or Waddle or not? Because we don't know what kind of team he wants to build. So in my situation, because you know what we can do, you still could trade Waddle in the offseason. Y'all know that, right? Yeah, you know he's still gonna have that value in the offseason. So no, not possibly. He's still gonna be Jalen Waddle. Now, well, possibly because if he get injured or something, right. I'll give but you still can trade him afterwards. If you know all things been said, you can trade him. So I'm not in the rush because what I'm starting to realize is I'm not moving off of people just because I'm like, man, we got to burn everything down. I'm moving off them strategically. I'm saying, hold on. Let's not just move off them for first. Now, listen, first and the third, cool. Because now I can replace them and get a possible offensive lineman and a D lineman for that, right? Where we have problems at. Now it's helping me more where it had the possibility or the capability of helping me more than just get moving off of him. Now you have a hole, and you got to trust that your new GM or whoever's making the decision make the right pick. Because if he don't make the right pick, you double screwed. You traded away a Waddle type caliber player, and you missing the draft. Now imagine what the fans gonna say about that. Then I'm disrespecting.
I don't know. It's just a continuous reset.
That is, but the continuous thing is we never build on our core players. We use them when it's time to pay them. We get rid of them, or we don't get out ahead of it. So I'm trying to fix every problem. I'm not only trying to change the culture. I'm also trying to say learn who to keep and who not to keep. Learn to get out ahead of contracts. That's also, see, when I pose my argument and I say, let's take this course of action, it's because I take a full grasp of the full picture. I'm not only saying tear it down. You know, when I tear it down to the studs. But guess what? When you tear it down to the studs, you know what? It'll be cool if you already got some building blocks, a Waddle, a HN, a Patrick Paul.
All I know, Jess, I've been watching the chat while y'all been, having y'all dialogue. And I see a lot of two-and-nears agreeing with Tone. It sounds like.
Wait. So you saying that people agreeing with me now? Hold on, wait.
Yeah, the two-and-ears agreeing with you.
I just
Game boy two-and-ear. He's not agreeing with me. Your boy.
I don't know.
Okay, just one. Just one.
I'm just saying.
One.
It seemed like I didn't complain when the people that was agreeing with you. I didn't say nothing.
I'm not complaining neither. I'm just pointing out the two agreeing with you. I'm just saying again. It sounds like to me, Jess, he making these arguments because he want to say he want to say.
I forgot about this one. How Judge Tiny looked at the draft after the trading AJ Brown and drafting the bust Treylon Burks, who's no longer on the roster. That is, see, we gotta look at the full grasp of everything.
What that mean?
That means you moving up You're moving off a proven commodity to take a chance on someone that's a possibility. Everything
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let me ask you this. You see, these are them dumbass arguments I don't understand. So when we move off of Tua, the next guy we draft is an unknown, correct?
Yeah, but Tua is a bad.
No.
Tua is bad. Yeah. No. Tua is terrible. Tua is not a building block.
I'm not.
I'm debating building block.
Well, again, what I'm saying is people are saying unknown, right? I'm using the word unknown. Okay, cool. Tua is trash. We have to move off of him. But when you draft someone else, it's an unknown. We don't know if the next guy's going to be good, but people are willing to do it. But they only want to do it because, again, it's someone they hate. I say that's the wrong way to do business. That's not. Don't tell me we can't do smart business because you love the player. Tone, my argument is I love the logo. Forget these players. I could care less. That's the argument. People are saying, well, it's an unknown. Yeah, it's not an unknown when it comes to Tua because you hate Tua. But now it's an unknown because you love Waddle. Stop. That argument don't make no sense. You know it doesn't, Tone.
Now, I don't think that's what they're saying. I just think that's what you took.
That is what people say, though. They always say it's an unknown.
Right, it is. But you don't want to move off a known commodity for an unknown commodity. I think that's what we're saying. Don't move off a known commodity. Now, Tua, you want to move off him because you know he's not getting you nowhere.
Do you believe that there's other people you could find that can do what A-Chain does or Waddle does?
Yes, possibility. Of course.
Okay, cool. What are we talking about?
I understand that, but you said
resetting the books, Tone.
You have to find it, but why would you move or try to find someone when he's young and you don't have to? I just don't believe in doing stuff that you don't have to do. I believe in making the team better, the best possibility. Moving up him is not the best possibility. The best possibility is
he had 5 years to be better, and it hasn't.
He has 5 years and gave you good production.
Okay, cool.
He gave you good production.
Well, what are we considering good production?
Production. So you gonna act like you don't sit here with me on this channel and watch film and say, God dog it, bro. Waddle deserves better because he's always open.
1000%.
Okay, so that's what he's giving you. So if you have a quarterback that can deliver him the ball, we ain't talking about this.
Okay, cool. But what we're talking about is production, right? Those are your words. Waddle's been productive. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Well, the player that we are all willing to get off is the same player that is feeding him the ball to be productive.
Yeah, but when he needed the most, he doesn't. When he needed the most, he doesn't. Yeah, there you go. There you go with this half. No. This you with your half arguments. And this is why every time I debate you, I'm like, stop leaving out the rest. When you have a debate, let's tell the full story.
I am telling the full story.
Yeah, no, because you leave out the part.
Waddle plays a dependent position, and the position that he's dependent on is the guy that we want to get rid of. That's the full story.
But the production. So the guy that we're trying to get rid of is holding out possibly more production that he could be giving us because he's failing. The guy that's supposed to be delivering him the football. So Waddle plays a dependable position. The one that is not playing a dependable, well, it's kind of depending on it over the line, but the one that's delivering him the football, he's failing the guy that's playing a dependable, the one that's dependent on him. That's what I'm telling you. So take him out and put another quarterback. And we're probably not having this conversation about Waddle because maybe they're delivering the ball when we see him lined up against a linebacker. And you look at me and you say, Tone, I get it. Tua can't make that throw. What we talk about then? If he can't make that throw, then he's failing the people that depended on him to make that throw. So I'm not going to blame Waddle. Now, you're the main person to say, I'm not going to blame Chris Greer for the failures of the players. But so now are we going to blame Waddle for the failure of his quarterback? I'm just trying to figure out. Because Waddle's job is to get open. turn on the field, he's getting open. Can't blame him for the quarterback not delivering the football. So all I'm saying is, yes, I'm okay with if you want to move off of players. But what I'm not okay with is just for the bare minimum or something that I think it's not worth it. A first round is cool. Would I be mad at it? Probably not. But I also would be like, now you got to hit on that pick. And then you hit on that pick, all you did was possibly just replaced him. Well, I would rather keep him and compound him with someone else. We wanted Brian Thomas Jr. so we could move off of Tyreek Hill because we wanted to pair him with Waddle. We didn't want to get BTJ to get rid of Waddle too. No, we want to be okay. So we have two young receivers going in our future, which means we still have Waddle in our future plans. So if you want to move someone that I had in my future plans, then it has to be worth it. And I'm not talking about just no one first rounder, because one first rounder do not help us out. Hey, look, y'all want to bring out your boy Game Boy 305? Hey, I love when y'all be in that chat struggling and helping, trying to help them as much as y'all want. I love when y'all do that because that just show me that they need help.
Is that not fair? Who needs help? You just out here talking.
Well, you asked for help. He said the only thing you know what else he leads in? Open routes that he's not being delivered the ball. He leads the league in that too. His quarterback delivering the football when he got his player by 2 to 3 yards. His quarterback throwing the football in the wrong direction. His quarterback underthrowing him. Overthrowing him across the middle. Yeah, he leads the league in that too. Let's not leave that out. Since we want to talk about a lamp. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. But look, I did want to ask you because I'm Jess, you got any more questions for me?
No.
I just want to know, did y'all hear what Channing Crowder said? So basic, I was listening, it's local. So I was basically listening to Channing Crowder is the 104.3, I think it is 104.3, whatever. I keep it on that station. I don't really listen to the radio. I just started listening to that. And it was a very interesting conversation. They was up there reading the article that Adam Schefter read about how the Miami Dolphins, the option is 4 options that the Miami Dolphins have for Tua going into next season, which is the pre-June cut and trade, which is just terrible, right? So if you cut them pre-June, I just found this out, then it's $99.8 million a record if you cut them. If you trade them, I think it's 60 something. It's around 60, 67 or 57, or 67, I think it is, right? If you trade them pre-June. Now, listen to this. If you cut them post-June, it's still the 99.2, but you take 67 this year, right? And then 32.8 next year. That's if you post-June cut them. So that's out of the question. Now that's the 3 options. The 4th option, which Adam Schefter said we should go with, if they want to move off him, is play Tua up to the trade deadline or play him, build up his because that'll be 2 years. Build up his trade value, and Saints trade for him while they sit their young quarterback. It has to be a team with a quarterback in waiting and use Tua as a bridge quarterback. That way, you pay half of his salary, and then you have the other team pay the rest, because now at that point, they take on whatever they can, because you can only pay what I just found out. You only can pay up to $7 million for it. So you let them take on whatever that is, and you pay out that way, and then that's the best outcome if you want to move off of them next season. And there was some interesting comments that Channing Crowder said. He said, and now I remember the other show when we was trying to tell them, and I was giving my opinion on why it's a dumpster fire. Don't be so so in a rush to just move everything, and we don't know what GM want to take the job. Even if he does, let him make the decision, and then the head coach. Channing Crowder almost echoed those same sentiments. He said he would take the fourth option, which is trade Tua, keep Mike McDaniel, because Mike McDaniel could get the best out of Tua, right? So Tua have a redemption season, get a Saints or whoever, I forgot the other name, to trade for Tua just so he could be a bridge quarterback, right? And then fire Mike McDaniel at the end of the season. And then you bring in, he said, the big three, head coach, quarterback, and the GM after next season. What y'all think about what he said about that? Lou, you there?
I don't know if I can go through this another year. Like having to wait until the end of next season to do quite literally anything. I probably wouldn't even watch next season. Like,
so what would you do this year?
Go back in 2028 or whatever.
So what would you do this year?
I'm getting rid of everyone.
And so, but who are you going to bring?
At the end of this season, fuck it. We're already in enough cap hell with Tua. Pay it, get rid of it. Let's just get it over and done with.
So you have to do this year just with a different cast of character. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm not playing him or redemption season shit with Tua next year.
It's not a redemption season. It's getting someone to trade him so you don't take on that huge
but
go ahead.
And how do we know that everybody the Saints? How do we know the Saints isn't going to just take a chance and go for somebody unknown? And then that person great for them, and then what?
No, they said multiple.
But that's again, I didn't hear multiple. I'm just saying, to your point, I think Jess is spot on, because I said the same thing I was going to say.
Well, Adam Schefter gave them 4 teams. I just don't remember the 4 teams.
Okay, well, but for what Channing Crowder said, I just think the Saints.
Channing Crowder said the 4 teams. He said that the Saints is the one. He said the 4 teams. I just don't remember the 4.
Right. So I'm just going to go with the one you said, the Saints. Well, the Saints drafted a quarterback this year. I don't know how they feel about it.
Yeah, they said Ratliff and they got Ratliff 2 years ago, and Tyler Sharp.
And Tyler Sharp this year, right?
Yeah.
And assuming if the Saints, let's say, have a top 5 quarterback or a pick this year, Tone, let's say they draft a pick this year, the Saints is out. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, if they are, look what you're saying. He put a scenario of what could possibly happen, which is 4 seasons. You just pose your scenario as if that is exactly what's going to happen. If the Saints are out, remember, this is not. Hold on, let me it's finished so you can understand. If the Saints are out, then you make a decision on Tua, either or. They were saying the 4 options. Which one would they think would be the best one? Not what's going to happen. And Crowder said the 4th one. Well, Adam Schefter said the fourth one is what he's hearing. Remember, this is the article that he wrote. Adam Schefter said the one he believed that is the one that he probably was going to take is the 4th option. And then,
right. He's bringing up scenarios. Well, again, I can bring up another scenario. At this point, if I was talking or I had the opportunity to tell Channing Crowder something, I would just tell him the same thing I tell a lot of people. Bro, all you doing is talking. Let me lay out another scenario. You bring Mike McDaniel back in 26. You bring Tua back into his scenario. You let Mike McDaniel get everything he can get out of Tua so you could trade him going into 27. Cool. What happens if week 3 Tua goes down with a torn ACL in 2026? Or Tua goes down with another concussion in well, I'm just saying.
The same thing that happened in the first scenario. You stuck with
again. No. So what I'm saying is Channing Crowder don't have to bring that up because we know in 27 he's gone anyway. So this scenario, just come out and say, just keep him in 26. You ain't got to paint the picture of, he has to play good, this, that, and the third. Like, no, bro, no one's trading for Tua. We know what it is. And if they do trade for him, it's going to be a 6th or 7th round pick anyway.
Just come out and say, says the same person that said we wasn't going to get a 3rd for Jalen Phillips.
Did you think we can?
I didn't think, but I didn't. I thought it was a 4th, but I didn't make it. The problem is when you're saying No one is. And you said the same thing about Jalen Phillips, and you were proven wrong.
And again, cool, I was wrong. So what? You were wrong with me because you said
I wasn't wrong. I thought it was a fourth. I thought they.
Okay, so when I
hold on. The difference between your statement, mine is you said like what you're saying now. It's not going to happen.
That came out of my mouth and not yours. That's the only difference.
That's what we said.
We agreed.
Hold on. No. I said the reason that they're going to wait until the trade deadline is try to raise his value so they can get more from him, which I thought it was going to only be a fourth. Hold on. It was going to only be a fourth. I didn't go all the way up to a third. I said a fourth. And I said, this is the reason why you wait for the trade deadline. And you said that makes no sense. And I'm like, do you not learn from your past mistakes?
No, because I think you could have got a third down.
Things happen. It takes one team. We keep saying.
I don't think they got a third because they waited, Tom. Is what I'm telling you. So no, I don't learn from my past mistakes.
They waited and they got a third. But we know they waited and they got a third. So what you think?
I don't think they had to wait to get a third, though. Is what I'm telling you.
But we don't see. You talk about what you think. I'm telling you about what I know. They waited and they got a third.
You know if a week ago they could have got a third.
Hold on, no. I'm not talking about what. See, you keep talking about ifs and fifths. I'm talking about what actually happened. What actually happened is they waited to the close to the trade deadline and they got a third rounder for them.
And again, your assumption is they had to wait to get the third.
I did not assume nothing. I did not assume that. When they were saying, when you was asking, you said, I don't understand what the purpose of waiting for. No one is going to trade. You're not getting a third for them. So take what you can right now. That's what you said, not me. And I said, no, Lou, what I think they're going to do is, if they're waiting, when you get to the trade deadline, you hoping for injuries to happen, and teams that are in the hunt have their back against the wall, and now you have more leverage than them because they know they have to make a move now because they can't after the trade deadline, and that's when you get them to up their value. It's called negotiating and understanding the negotiating tactics. And so that's why I said would be a reason for them to wait at the trade deadline. And they waited at the trade deadline, whether they needed to or not, and they got a third. That's all I'm saying. So this narrative that, no, it's absolutely not going to happen. No one is. Blah, blah, blah. We keep saying it literally takes one because you keep asking me the same thing with the trade deadline happened. No one in their right mind would have thought that the Jets would have got not only 2 first rounders and a receiver back. But someone was foolish enough to do that. Before Robert Hunt left, no one in their right minds thought coming off an injury, he would be the highest paid guard in history. But it happened. But we still gonna come out here and say, no, it ain't gonna happen. Nah, impossible. No, I'm not willing to go there. Is it likely? Probably not. I don't get it. Oh, shucks, we lost Lou. But he was out. He was outside. But is it likely? Probably not. But I'm not going to come out and just be closed-minded to any possibility because we always say where there's smoke, there's fire. So I'm sorry. I'm not in the rush to just cut Tua, take 99. You know what King said? Because you just said that, and Lewis said the same thing. Don't tell me you don't want to watch a dumpster fire next year, but you're willing to move off a Tua and take that hit, and we don't know what they're gonna bring in. If you want to get rid of everyone, y'all put your hopes on them drafting a quarterback who we assume they're going to do, and that quarterback coming in here being that guy. Because if he falls, then y'all dealing with the same situation. With my scenario, you could draft that quarterback still. You can still draft that quarterback, and you don't have to take that $99 million cap hit. You don't. Tua, it's your opportunity, just like that when they drafted Tua. Ryan Fitzpatrick played a couple of games. Bring Tua in. Do the same thing. Tua play a couple of games. Bring your rookie in. Bring your rookie in. And boom. Try to trade him. Or If he get injured, guess what? You still got your quarterback in wait. You still can have your quarterback in wait if he get injured or everything. You know what? All that the scenario do not come with that $99.8 million cap hit. So if you keep him, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
From a business aspect, you understand that. I understand that. Lou understands that. 90% of our chat understands that. Do you think, though, that the fan base that doesn't understand the business side of that is going to sit there and watch when they come back and say, yeah, we drafted a quarterback, we're keeping Tua, blah, blah, blah. He's still let's say he's still our starter because we're bridging him to a new person, whatever. We're going to eventually trade him. We're trying to build up draft or capital for him, blah, 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 whatever. You think Ross is going to sit there and be like, okay, let's do this? And the fan base is going to be like, yeah, I'm going to renew my season tickets. I'm going to buy tickets. I'm going to do this. Now you're looking.
Go ahead.
Like if I'm a season ticket holder and say I cancel my season tickets at the end of the season, and then I'm like, you know what? Let me see what they do in the draft, blah, blah, blah. You draft a quarterback, and then all of a sudden June comes and you're like, we're not getting rid of Tua. He's going to be our starter. In my mind, I'm not thinking, oh, they're going to go to the trade deadline. They might trade him, blah, blah. I'm in my head. Now you're saying Tua is the quarterback. We're running it back. I'm not renewing my stuff. So now you're talking like money loss. Like, is Ross going to – if I'm Ross, I'm getting as far away from Tua immediately.
So you think 99
bring in that back income that you're now losing. There's no way he's not losing money right now from the Dolphins by themselves.
No, he's not losing money. Are you crazy? Now this one thing y'all can't. He's not. What he does, you do know he makes more money on that Formula One.
I'm not talking about anything other than Miami. Miami itself.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Or the Dolphins themselves. I'm sorry.
He's making that stadium that the Dolphins play in. That's what Formula One is in the stadium. The revenue that he get.
So you put Formula One, you put you put whoever you want to, concerts, whatever, shows, whatever. Everything is going to be going on and up. And then you're going to look at the Miami Dolphins, and that's going to be the last thing on his list. That's going to be.
If you let me finish, you understand what I'm saying. See, you moving emotionally, which is why I said I'm not moving emotionally. Y'all trying to get him to take a $99 million loss. You completely
multi-billionaire. That means pennies.
Okay, hold on. Wait. On one side, he could take a loss with the way you want him to take a loss, but you don't want him to take a loss the other way, which is better for the team.
So you want a new GM to come in here and be a yes man. That's what you want. You want a new GM to come in here and be like, listen to Ross of what Ross wants to do. You don't want a new GM to come in.
I want the
GM. I want to do it this way.
Yo, what? See, this is why you can't be emotional. Listen to me. Nothing that I said was a GM being a yes man. What it said is a GM understanding y'all been messing up for this whole time. So let me fix it the right way. But no, y'all want to do things just off of impulse. And guess what that happened? Errors, mess up, team y'all want to put the team in a worse position. Now think about this. What? Z Ember, you might want to go check your numbers, sir. That one weekend he makes more money on Formula One than 17 games in the Miami Dolphins. Go check it, my brother. You way off. You must don't know what Formula One is, and he probably don't. But anyways, what you can do is everything that I'm saying, you let your GM make the decisions. That's why you look at every scenario. Every scenario. Y'all are the only ones that blinded to only one scenario because y'all tired of them. Now, I want you to are the fans filling up that stadium now?
Absolutely not.
No. You from Jersey. I'm from Miami. You know how long that stadium haven't been getting packed? You know how long that them seats haven't been getting sold? Prior to the bringing Tyreek Hill in, let me put you on some history. They have never sold that stadium out. That's with and without Dan Marino. That's with, well, back in the days they had the Orange Bowl. They never sold that stadium out. They used to have blackout games because they didn't sell enough tickets. So don't tell me about that. He knows what that is. So he's not going to make something off impulse because fans are going to be mad for 1 year and then you could get them right back for the long haul and you acting like you completely leaving out. You're bringing your quarterback in. Guess what? When you draft that, how many fans do you think are going to buy season tickets if they cut Tua and bring in a rookie?
I would say more than with Tua.
More than with, but how much more? Is it a substantial enough amount to where you make that rational decision and take is it $99.8 million more?
I don't know.
Of course not. That's not. Of course not. So this is why you don't make a rational decision. But you know what it is? If you draft a quarterback without taking that hit, fans will be excited to be like, oh, they drafted a quarterback in the first round. You still can bring them back in the stadium. Because once season tickets are bought, they bought. You see what I'm saying? See, you got to think. You got to see the long run, not short term. The long run. Them seasons are bought. Now, guess what? You could bring them in. You could get value from Tua. You could possibly trade them. And you're in a win-win situation. So why would I run the risk of taking the loss up front when I have a out to where I don't got to take that loss and I can still bring people back into my stadium? Now, outside of maybe Mendoza, because Mendoza is from here, there's no quarterback you bringing in here that's going to get this fan base excited to say, we're running to go get our season tickets. It don't work like that in here in Miami. I've been trying to tell everyone that's online the way it works in Miami for years. 2 and now it's going on 3 years. I've been dealing with it. I've been a season ticket holder for a long time too. I've been out there for a long time. I told y'all, oh, those fans are going to stop going to the game this year. Those fans are going to stop giving up season ticket because I did. No, Tony. There's people waiting in line right behind you to go to that stadium. I said, okay, we're going to see who know they city. Me or y'all. See, because when y'all listen to the El Capitans of the real, they in West Palm. When y'all listen to those people online that say, I don't want to say nobody's name because I rock with them, with El Cap so I can say his name. But the rest of them, I'm not giving them no sign. When y'all listen to other people, I want to mind y'all, I could get out my house and walk to the stadium. So I know the traffic. I know how many people go. I know when I go out there tomorrow, when I be out there, I will be out there for the UM. I know UM is still going to have more fans in that stadium than the Dolphins are going to have in that stadium on Sunday. And UM just lost.
Absolutely. And
they possibly like, you know why? Because I know my city. And what we don't understand is the thing about the tour situation is it's a messed up situation no matter how you swing it. So why would you want to make it worse? Now I know you don't want to deal with Tua. I'm like, well, you don't. But do you want Tua? I told y'all why I didn't want them to make him, to extend him and make him play on that 5th year option. You know I wanted to make him play on the 5th year option? Because I don't want this quarterback handcuffing my franchise for multiple years. And he still have us handcuffed, y'all. He have us handcuffed. And I told y'all it was going to happen. Now, thank you for me. I don't mind being in the minority when I've got something that I believe in, because my whole thought process is what's best for the team. Not for me to sound good, not for me to sound right. It's for what's best for the team. It just so happened what I said was going to happen. It just happened that way. Tua have us handcuffed. You can't get from under that. Now you got to deal with it for 3 or 4 years, and you don't want to. But what I don't want him to do is say, all right, let's move rationally and just take that 99 when you don't have to. Yeah, Buffalo did. The Broncos did that. That GM, he decided, and it worked out for him. It worked out for him. They're looking good. They're what, 7 in a row? Last time that happened, I think was they were saying the 73 Dolphins, and I forgot another person. Another 72 Dolphins, 73 Dolphins, and another team. Well, anyways. And it's working out. Cool. Why not let if you're going to hire a GM, let him make that decision. But I'm not forcing Ross to do that. I'm willing to have the conversation of let's look at every different scenario and let's take the best course of action. And I did preference every argument and every statement that I said. I preference it with this. no matter which way we go, it's going to be effed up.
Yeah.
No one is going to want to deal with it. See, like I don't want to deal with that 99.8 mil. Y'all don't want to deal with Tua, even if it's for 5 to 6 games, because he probably get hurt in week 2. But that's why my scenario come with still drafting a quarterback in round 1. And I was trying to keep it going till Lou come back, man. I think Lou running from that smoke. I ain't gonna lie, Jess, man. Lou running from that smoke, man. It's too, you know what? Now, let me stop. My dog outside. Hey, Lou, if you can hear us, man, listen, enjoy yourself in Boston. But I did want to bring that scenario up before we left. It's an hour and 30 minutes. See, I hate when Lou go, because when I have a lot of stuff to talk about, he don't be on the show, and then we go for 2 hours, and he'll be like, they ain't told you, we're trying to get rid of me. But let me bring up something real quick that I want to, I'll get your, which I think I know how you're going to feel about it, but I'll get your thoughts on this. Mike McDaniel came out and said, when it came to the trade deadline, listen to me, Jess.
I'm listening.
Him, Champ Kelly, Brandon Shore, and along with the front office, they was making decisions about who to trade and who not to trade. Now, let me tell you why I think this makes no sense at all. But do you think that makes sense? I'm sorry.
No.
Let me tell you why I think it don't make sense. Do you feel Mike McDaniel is going to be here for the long haul?
No.
So when it comes to trading players, don't you think Mike McDaniel going to make the decision to try to save his ass and say, no, we can't trade him. I can use him to win. So why do we have him in there making decisions?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do believe Ross truly likes McDaniel.
He does.
And to give McDaniel the benefit of the doubt, I don't think that, like, my answer was quick. I don't think that he'll be here necessarily for the long haul. I think he's still possibly going to be here at least the beginning of next season.
Oh, you think he's going to make it past this season?
I do. And then generally, I was
now I see why you pissed off. you like, man, I got to deal with him no matter what.
I do. And for the longest time, I said, nope, he's out. He's gone. I genuinely think that Ross is like, I got rid of Greer. I did, partly of what the fan base kind of wanted and whatever else not. And I truly believe he really likes McDaniel. Like he has a lot of faith in McDaniel. Like McDaniel has a lot of faith in Tua. It's a weird line. I don't know. I don't see McDaniel leaving anytime soon. I don't think he'll make it through a full season next season, but I could still see McDaniel here 5-6 games in next season.
Dang.
I do.
If I had it my way, we wouldn't have to deal with it. The only reason why I'm posing the option of keeping Mike McDaniel in Tua is because I don't want our new coach having to deal with Tua.
Right. Don't get rid of McDaniel if you're not going to just tough it up and pay. You know what I mean? That I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm not getting rid of McDaniel to bring in a new head coach to deal with Tua for possibly 5 or 6 games. That would piss me off even more. I'm not doing that.
I'm not going to lie. That one, oh my God.
That's a no. Like, no, I fully agree with you there. Like, you might as well just leave it alone.
I believe if that happens, the next show after that happens on the Blitz pickup we will be filled with nothing but profanity. I promise you.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't seen. It would be a crash out like none other. If that happens, oh my God, that's probably the worst out of any course of action you could take.
Any
that's the worst
scenario,
one.
That is the worst.
That's
one
the worst
right
scenario. Yes, 100%.
The worst one. Right there.
Oh my God, I think I would. Man, listen, I'm my hands shaking right now thinking about that. Them doing some dumb foolishness like that. Have you? No. CCR said it's 0-10, but I wanted to ask you because I'm like that makes no sense. So that's why I wanted to ask you if you heard about that or did you? I know at this point. No one is basically listening to Mike McDaniel pressers anymore. The only reason I heard it is because I heard Channing Crowder talking about it on the not Channing Crowder, the other dude he do Hawk. Is it Hawk? No, it wasn't Hawk. Well, anyway, the other dude that he does the show with, he was saying he bought that scenario too, and he for it, and he asked Channing Crowder and Hawk, and he said, "Hey, listen. Did y'all hear Mike McDaniel presser?" And he played it. First of all, he apologized. He said, "I apologize for y'all having to suffer through Mike McDaniel's interview, but I just want y'all to hear this part." And he played it, and when I heard that from Mike, I wrote it down. I said, Mike McDaniel, Jump Kelly, Brandon Shore, and ownership. Why? But it is what it is. This is the Miami Dolphins that we have to deal with, and this is why, no matter how we feel.
To off that, right? If you think that all of them in the room making these trade deadline decisions and whatever else not, that Mike could have a big impact on who we may or may not draft in the first round. Like if it's another quarterback, do you think that he has potentially here that he does have a big impact on this if Ross is planning to keep him?
Yes, you just publicly said out loud one of my biggest fears. I know that they love that guy. Now, is it enough for them to keep him after what's going on, the embarrassment that they've been suffering lately? Right. Is it enough for that? I don't know. But
or GM situation, like the hiring of a new GM could take longer potentially, or a more careful consideration because he is going to take McDaniel into consideration when it comes to a GM. He wants a GM that may
that'd be
you know what I mean? Like he may want a GM that is for McDaniel. Being for McDaniel doesn't mean that you're for Tua. You can be for McDaniel. I'm not opposed to giving McDaniel a different option at quarterback.
I know you.
I'm trying to give McDaniel as much leniency as possible. I don't think that he's lost the locker room completely. He has not lost these guys. They're for McDaniel more than they're for Tua.
Yeah, but the way he's dealing with Tua is the reason why he's losing them. And I think maybe if they have a bad showing Sunday, he might lose them for good. I'll be real with you. If they have a bad showing Sunday. But you know what? Hey, man, those are things that I don't want to have to deal with just because, man, listen.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Mike was mad on that sideline last weekend or whatever. And we don't really see that from him.
You don't
and
see,
we did.
Right. But
so is it a change of course for McDaniel? Like now we see a different McDaniel, the McDaniel that we hoped to see before. So
and how many people are going to believe that?
I know,
these players have been dealing with him for 3 years.
Right. No, and I know that. But now, okay, we see
4 years now. This is the 4th year.
Yeah, we see this angry McDaniel. If Mike is this, bring that energy back. If by halftime shit's going wrong, obviously that we already suspect that it will be because we're against Buffalo, that angry level of Mike, do we see possibly Tua get benched in the second half of the game because Mike is so mad? Not on a saving job aspect, just on a look, we're doing something we need to change aspect.
Hopefully that's not the case because I want Tua to suffer the whole time. But he possibly, he benched them before. Like it's not like he had them.
But I'm talking like full bench on that, not no little like fourth quarter, 7 minutes left. I mean, like let's bench him like
when you say full bench,
at least. Because I don't think that he'll bench him before halftime in any scenario for any part of this season at all. But for after the half, I'm trying to give Mike the benefit of the doubt. I really am. I do. I stand by that. I wish that we did more before the trade deadline. I will stand by that until my feet are very much well under the ground.
No, you know what?
But now I will give Mike the benefit.
No, we most definitely should have done more before the trade deadline. So don't misconstrue me saying not moving HN and Waddle for saying we should have moved.
I don't want to move them. I would have if the price
was right. Yeah, but that's right. Me too.
I'm not like shopping them freely around. I would have if somebody came and did the same thing like what happened to the Jets. Like somebody comes and says, "Oh, I'm giving 2 first rounds and a receiver." Fine. I don't want to see you go, but I'm going to let you go. Like, that's fine with me. But I'm I'm trying to give Mike as much benefit of the
Y'all
doubt.
like Mike. You like Mike. Like you sound like Steven Ross.
I
Hey,
might be
listen.
changing. I might be changing course.
Oh
Like,
my God.
we got rid of Greer. Now I have like a new, like, I'm okay now.
Listen, we haven't had an opportunity to say it. Listen, y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, man. Road to 800. We only got 27 likes. It was I forgot how many people. It was a whole bunch of y'all here at one point. Come on, y'all hit the like button. It's still 35 of y'all in the building. If this your first time over here, subscribe. You get this kind of content every time we turn on the Blitz pickup, unbiased. This is not an echo chamber. We do keep our own. We do give keep our foot to the ground. We call 10 toes. There we go. We do keep our 10 toes down over here. So we debate with each other. This is not we gonna come in here and kumbaya and say everything is right with the Dolphins. No, we're gonna tell you what's right and what's wrong with the Dolphins and how we think. See how I feel my way that I think we should change it. You just heard Jess her way that she felt like we should change, and earlier y'all heard Lou's way that you felt like he could change the team, and we all had differences of opinions, but it was all for the betterment of the team. Just because we disagree don't mean we don't like the team. We all want our team to do well. Just don't want to deal with it for another season. I'm like, be patient, and Lewis say, get rid of everybody right now. So I get it. I'm just saying, but we still fans. So if y'all like the content, please subscribe, please share our content, hit the like button, help us get into the algorithm. And obviously, we haven't did it as much as we used to, but we stay in the chat. If anyone that we have the best chat in the world, we do interact with our chat probably more than most people. So,
I'm kind of mad that we didn't talk
what Louis? I'm sorry. Pablo Diaz said this is not an echo chamber, it's an octagon and tone whoop Louis ass. I'm gonna put that on the screen. So when you come back and listen to it, Louis, I want you to see that. I won't pay attention to the chat. But listen, man, Jess, you got anything else before we get out? Hey, hold on. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us on a Friday. We pushed the show back to 8 o'clock to help us get here on time. And it's 9:52. And I know y'all could be out hanging out at bars, whatever y'all could be doing, but y'all here rocking with the Blitz pickup. Y'all heard Jess get emotional today. You know, when Jess get emotional, y'all see how she wasn't having it today. But y'all also saw me and Lou have a healthy debate. So hey, she talked about she had questions for me. Y'all know she was in there. She said, "Hold on, Toad, I got some." She didn't even let me move. I got some questions for you. But listen, man, listen, and this the type of content y'all get.
For a while,
Oh, okay.
There's Lou right there.
He here. I heard you. I'm glad you saw that, my boy Lou. I'm glad you see that. Enjoy yourself out there, Lou, man. While you in Boston. Jess, you got anything else before we get up out of here?
No, but I kind of wish that we had like a little. I just really wanted to hear what you said about what Jalen Phillips was saying. So we might have to come back to that because
No. So what Jalen Phillips was saying. All right, listen, before we get out there, what Jalen Phillips was saying, she want me to cut people out. Listen, what he was saying was basically it was the best thing that ever happened to him. Right? Everything that he wanted is a great place to be in. And he finished it off saying, I got the most likes on my post, and what he said, 20 times more than I've ever got. If that ain't the softest stuff I've ever heard in my life. This is what, and all y'all crybabies that was crying because we left him, talk about, he's a freak of nature and he's built and all. That's what y'all was cheering for. A dude that even say thank you to the fans. A dude that didn't say thank you to the team that gave me an opportunity when I quit on my college team, UCLA, went back to UM, and they invested an 18th overall pick on me. And you didn't have the decency to say thank you. And you didn't have the decency to say thank you to my fans. You know what the problem is with these people? See, Jesse, you never got me going. The problem is with the people like that is all they pay attention to is the negative. Negative. That's all they pay attention to. They ignore all the people that give them the positive feedback, right? All the time when we was on here roasting them, I don't know if they heard it, but it seemed like they heard it because we were the only one killing him for that post. He took it down the next day, right? But there was, for every 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 of us or 100 of us, there's thousands of people that tell you how great you are. thousands of people that tell you how good you are, how they respect you, how they appreciate you, how they love coming to watch you play football. And the only thing y'all do is y'all focus on the negative. That's all they do. And that's why it's going to always be the logo over the player name on the back of the jersey. Because no matter how many times we tell them they're great, no matter how many times we tell them we appreciate them, they don't show us no love. They really don't. And I don't expect them to. But if you're going to come out and say something, at least any person decent, even if you don't, they say, appreciate that franchise for giving me my opportunity.
Yeah.
Appreciate that fan base. But here is what's going on. Even the ones that left here on the back, oh, I appreciate the love the fan base got me, but that culture is bad. You know, they say that. He didn't. And all y'all was crying. All of y'all. Hey, just at this rate, all this patient stuff Tony's preaching, we should have just kept Tarzan, a.k.a. Jane. I mean, he's only 26 years old. Okay, I'm done. Jess, I'm sorry. He was spoon-fed his whole life. I'm so sorry, but that one hit, it struck a nerve because that's that soft, that's that self-centered stuff. That's that, and you the one that came out here begging. Listen, you was begging and asking for our approval and asking for some support and asking for some sympathy from the same fan base that you ain't even so much to say appreciate y'all. Thank you. You ain't so much do that.
That statement that you just said right there, begging for your approval, you can already almost see him doing that for Philadelphia.
What did I say?
Because he's, I love the weather here, da-da-da-da. For the people that are in the chat that maybe are new to the chat, whatever else not, I live here. I know Philly fans all day long. I deal with them all day long. They're not for the week. Pablo Diaz's comment, you think it's going to be seedy in Philadelphia with that fan base? This fan base is going to turn on him immediately.
They're going to kill him. And I want to see how you deal with that fan base. When 95% of it is negative.
One thing that I will say is to come with that same energy of whatever that crybaby mentality, that pick me mentality. It may have worked in Miami under Tua. It's not going to work under Jalen Hurts.
Oh, you did that. He was doing all that foolishness. Tua, yeah, all the players. Ooh,
it's not going to work in Philadelphia under Jalen Hurts.
I don't think AJ Brown going for that.
So I hope, even though I'm, biased to the, he didn't say bye to us as a fan base, I guess. Adios, deuces, whatever. Welcome to the city of brotherly love, Jalen Phillips. I hope they treat you right here.
Yeah, and guess what? In our fan base, they still won't understand. This is he slapped y'all in your face. That's what the spit in your face.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. And no, and the weather is perfect here. People that live in Philly would rather have.
I walked through the city today. I was in downtown for several hours dealing with winds and whatever else. It's not pretty here right now. Okay,
yeah, come on, let's stop. But it's all good. Let him have what he has. I don't care. All that softness, he's still been okay. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out. I mean, all the best wishes to him. I don't really care. To be honest with you. Yeah, you out of the building. I don't care. But this is why I choose the logo over the name in the front. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean the name in the back. I choose the name in the front instead of the name in the back. It's gonna always be logo for me. But tell Jaden Phillips stay away from the 76ers rookie that be on TikTok acting sus. Hey,
time to go now.
Hey, Game Boy, I saw you. I saw you quote. He tagged me and said he make.
Yeah, I know he tagged me too. Y'all know I stand by my Sixers to the death.
Is that learned behavior, Jess? Because that's what you try to blame. Is that learned behavior? You try to blame it on us.
I be learned from something else. That ain't learned behavior.
Now it's something else when it comes to the 76ers. All right. But when it came to the Dolphins, it's Mike McDaniel and learned behavior. All right, I get it. Boy. But listen, man, we almost running into 2 hours. It's 31 of y'all in the building. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this content, comment afterwards. Push this content forward and make sure y'all subscribe, man. Hit that notification bell. Anything before we get out of here, Jess?
No, I just wanted to get you a little ramped up there.
Man, I see. You know what?
I felt like it was just, I don't know. Lou's not here right now. And I feel like we might be having like a good little conversational back and forth.
So you blame Lou for not having that. So
I'm
you
blaming
blame
Lou tonight. You know, I'm blaming Lou. We went 45 minutes and it was a little bit iffy there for a little while. And then, I know, like, Lou, I'm gonna need redemption on Monday night.
Man, I say this.
And remind people we will be live on Sunday. We will be live.
Yes, we will be live. You will be live. So come here. Y'all want to watch the live play-by-play. We will be here live calling the game. I was gonna say the revolver goes to to the fan base that got slapped in the face. But after that shot, that revolver goes to Jess. See y'all next show, man. Be back here on Sunday, man. We out.